be receiving.
Prizes include a ton of 2K21 VC, and this year, we're also throwing in some 2K22 VC to get you up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the... And nothing.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
DA, thank you. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Zach LaVine.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Reggie Jackson out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Porter. Then it's Ibaka. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Chicago, they've got Clark. Luke Kennard out there with Oladipo. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Butler in at the 3. On defense, the Bulls. Porter kicks to McGee. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Here's LaVine. And Chris, big shot makers really stand out this time of year. Is clutch play something that can be taught, or do you have to be born with that trait?
You know, I'm not sure. You know, for me, I think it's something that you're born with. You got to want that shot. You got to not care about the ones you could miss, but only think about the ones you could make. And so I definitely think you need to have skill, but wanting it, I think that's something that you're born with.
Oladipo against Jackson. Here's LaVine. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Credit to LaVine. Not an easy hoop right there, but total focus on his shot helped out.
Kennard, the pass to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range. So he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game today. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing his skill set, there's so much in it.
McGee's shot is off.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Kennard, the pass to Butler. Now Oladipo. Back to Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
The 30th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. It's been great to see Butler blossom into a perennial all-star.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Jackson dishes to McGee. Jackson against Oladipo. Jackson drives in, and he gets the bucket.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Chicago. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. Outside Butler. There's the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
And here are the Bulls now after the Raptors pick up 2. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Toronto leading by 3. Outside Jackson. It's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Porter looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, they're The officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
15 seconds left to play here in the first. Oladipo against Jackson. Here's Oladipo. And again, Chicago. No good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Toronto. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Victor Oladipo, Christian Wood, who's out there with Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Jackson. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Butler against Porter. Butler kicks to Oladipo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And there's that scorer's mentality that Oladipo possesses, which really puts the defense in a bind trying to stop it.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Toronto trailing. Now here's Levine. Really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Mavericks. And that one drops for him.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Clark. And no good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Here's Oladipo. Michael Porter making his last shot. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Ooh, look at the elevation on that drive and the strong dunk. Flight Butler is clear for takeoff.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities. He times it up.
Here's Wood. Michael Porter making his last shot. Wood passes to Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Contact doesn't get to Butler often. I mean, he uses his strength to his advantage in these situations.
Ibaka finds Porter. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Butler on the way. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Butler's got 9.
These type of buckets fuel Butler. He welcomes the challenge of outworking the defense.
McGee dishes to Levine. Stolen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
As good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots it.
The pass to Ibaka. Kicks it to Levine. Back to Ibaka. Outside Porter. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 1.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
And that'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. That about wraps it up. Time now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
So the Raptors 5.
Oh! Tell us how you really feel
about that finish.
Woof. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Butler against Porter. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 1-point game.
Oh, look, if you're open, Butler will find you. His court awareness, very impressive.
Outside Porter. Pass to Jackson. Oladipo with the block. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Even after some serious injuries, Oladipo still has some takeoff.
Raptors trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Outside Butler. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Again, Oladipo missing. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Oladipo against Jackson. That one goes in. Oladipo's got 10. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The kick out to Porter. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
He hits both from the stripe. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Butler. Puts one up from 19. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, this is Butler's bread and butter. At times, he has this on automatic.
On the wing, Levine. Kennard covering. It's picked off. To the middle. Here's Oladipo. And it's Toronto with the rebound. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jackson kicks to Levine. Levine double team. Here's McGee. Ibaka. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Oladipo for 3.
Oh, man, and Jackson is just a pesky defender. Does a phenomenal job at getting a hand up in the face of shooters.
Here's Porter. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Oladipo. And here we go. With 4 seconds on the clock, McGee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Oladipo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Bulls up by 3. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Wood out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Oladipo misses. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. He kicks it to Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy. Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Oladipo, the pass to Clark. Oladipo trying to get open. No good from Clark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, do your best, and you live with the results.
And the Bulls with another miss.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Outside Porter to take the lead. Clark trying to get open. Ibaka. And McGee kicks to Porter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Clark, the pass to Wood. Here's Oladipo. Clark trying to get open. Yes! And the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson. Free throw no good for Oladipo.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Oladipo with the bounce pass. Clark finds Kennard. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kennard against Levine. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Oh, I mean, what a time to turn it over. I mean, if this game doesn't go their way, we're going to look back on that one.
Oladipo taking his time here. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
This is light work for Oladipo. If the D doesn't force him out of that area, they're done.
Here's Levine. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Staying under control in key moments. I mean, the way Levine handles these important possessions are so impressive.
And it's Butler missing. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Levine against Kennard. And yes, it's good.
Timeout. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, JaVale McGee.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
All right, David, thanks. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Levine against Kennard. Levine kicks to Ibaka. Good!
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
And Oladipo, here we go. And no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And here are the Raptors now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Levine looking around. 6 to shoot. Over Kennard. It's in!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 5 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Money!
Huge play by the former Duke. Kennard not shy away from the moment.
They foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
He's a versatile player who can come play either guard position. I mean, Levine continues to impress as the years go on. With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And so the big win by